Next, what we want to do is we want to animate this single line here. So let's go find this line layer. We got the top line and then bottom line. Use shortcut to bring it to the top. Command Shift right square bracket. Zoom in. This is going to be easy. So first what I need to do is to change this anchor point to the center of the line. Click on the layer, go up here, use this pen behind tool. This is the anchor point tool also. So I just need to click on this anchor point, drag it to the center of this line. Now we can go to this bottom line, click on this right arrow, and then transform. Here's the scale property. So what I want to do is I only want the line to grow in the horizontal direction. I need to unlink the height and width property. So click the unlink and then set a keyframe at 0 second. At 0 second, I want the line X value to be at 0. So type 0. And then at 15th frame, I want this value to be 100. Type in 100. Now you can see the line can just animate in as if it's growing on. Let's preview this. So that's what I need. But right now you can see the line animation is too slow. So we need to do the same thing. Select both, right click, keyframe assistant, easy ease. Go to the graph editor. Here's the speed graph that we had before. Drag this curve here to give it more speed. But don't drag too much, otherwise the animation is going to be too quick. Preview this. Yeah, that's a similar speed to the previous two animation. But now I feel like these three animations are happening too fast. So I want to slow it down a little bit. It's very easy to do that. First, we need to select the three layers. One is this bottom line, and then there's bottom base, bottom pole. And click on the shortcut key U on the keyboard to show all the animated keyframes. Select all frames, hold down Option on Mac, Alt on PC, drag the last frame to space them out so that you can drag the frame to be faster or slower. In this case, I want it to be slower. So I drag to the right, hold on Option key. Now let's see the animation. That's about the speed I want. Yeah, that's good. Save the project. Now we've finished the animation of this bottom line. We can also do this top line too. Let's just go down here to find the top line. Here is it. Command Shift right square bracket to bring it to the top. And then we can just drag and copy these two keyframes. But before we do that, we need to change the anchor point. Command R to turn on the ruler and then drag a ruler out so that we know where's the center point. Click on this layer, top line, choose this pen behind tool, and then drag the anchor point on this guideline, also in the center of this line here. And then copy these two keyframes, go to the 0 second mark, and then paste it onto this top line layer. Let's preview this. Now you can see these two have the exact same animation. After we've done that, I want to animate this center section here. First, let's find this center window section. Center window. Bring it to the top. This one, I want to animate this the same way as I animated the line, the two lines. I want it to grow from the center to both directions. So I want to use this pen behind tool, put it in the center here. Click on this arrow, go to the scale property, unlink this X and Y value. Then we can just copy this keyframe, go here, paste. Now we can see the center section is animating the same way as the two lines. But for the center window, I also want to give it more a character. So I want to add in some overshoot. Before it settles in place, I want it to go over 100% in X value. So I can change it to maybe like 110 at the 11th frame, or even drag it back one frame. So at the 10th frame, preview that. Select the 3, go into the graph editor, make sure it's a speed graph, and then just drag this to give it more speed. Go back, preview this. Now I feel like 110% is too much, so I want to change it to 105. Let's preview that. That's better. Save the project. Let's move on. Now let's animate the bottom and the top part in the center section. Let's grab these two, center, bottom, center, top. Moved all the way to the top. So once the center window grows into position, I want the top to slide in from the bottom, and then this bottom section slide in from the top. First, let's do the bottom here. Click on this arrow, transform, and then go to position property, right click, separate dimensions, go forward 15 frames. And then at 15 frame, I want the position Y to be in place, 540. And then go to this 0-second mark. Drag the Y position like this. And then slide down like that. But right now it's too slow. I also want it to overshoot. So it's 540 at the end, and then 469. In that case, at 10th frame, I want it to be 545. Drag all 3 keyframes, right click, keyframe assistant, easy ease. Go to the graph editor, click on this to fit it to screen, and then drag the speed graph to make it faster. Like this. That's good. Then I want to do this top section here. Click on P, bring up the position, separate dimensions, fly position at the 15 second, be this, drag it to the 15 second, and then at 0 second, I want it to start from the bottom here. And then at 10 second, maybe 535, overshoot. Select all 3 keyframes, keyframe assistant, easy ease. And then go to graph editor, do the same thing, drag it out to give it a bit more speed. Like that. Then let's preview this. Look at that. The animation itself looks good. Now we just need to add the track matte as we did before. Go to the, make sure you click off any of the layers and then go up top here, rectangle tool, drag a rectangle like this, and then click off, drag another rectangle like this. So for the bottom layer, I want it to show up where this bottom rectangle is. So click on this center bottom, go to track matte, click on alpha matte, and then bring the other two layers together. Set this one to alpha matte as well. Now, let's see. You can see there are still two layers of the reflection because remember we hide them with the shy button, but if we forgot to turn off the eye icon before them, so they're still showing up in the preview. I want to click this icon here, unshade it. So I want to find where is the reflection, these two. I think, yeah, just click off the eye icon to hide it in the preview. Here is what it looks like right now. Save the project. Now we finish the bottom pole, the base, and then the center section.